Everyone, it's Fitz with your daily delivery. We're into game week already. Kansas State and Houston meet on Saturday morning at Bill Snyder Family Stadium. But over the weekend, we learned that the Big 12 is pretty damn competitive. Everyone, including myself, has wanted to boil this race down to Texas and Oklahoma and everyone else. Who's the third best team? And while that's still a valid argument, maybe K-State is, maybe Oklahoma State is, we'll find out as we progress through the schedule. We are now wondering, how good are Texas and Oklahoma? After all, Texas beat a Alabama team that clearly isn't itself, although they find a way to win. They just aren't very dominant. And Oklahoma beat a Texas team that, well, we have questions about because of how their performances in other games are going. And over the weekend, it all was emphasized by both of them struggling against opponents they should have handled. Texas went to Houston, got up 21-0, and hung on for dear life, relying mostly on a horrible ball spot at the end of the game that didn't give Houston a first down, a first and goal. It made them try to convert a first down from a bad mark. Look, those kind of things happen when you play Texas. We all know it, and then they'll turn around and complain that the conference is all out to get them. It's so very Texas. Just wait till they move to a conference next season when they don't get their way all the time. In fact, they may not get their way a majority of the time, and it'll be entertaining. Is Texas beatable? Well, I don't know. They've got BYU and Austin this weekend before K-State goes in, and maybe we'll find out more about them by the end of the next couple weeks. But Oklahoma, even though they played a really soft schedule until they played Texas, probably showed their real colors against UCF, a UCF team that went into an off week after getting absolutely battered by opposing running games. They couldn't stop anyone. They were horrible at tackling. And so Oklahoma, I think, just took for granted they were going to thump the Knights. Well, the Knights scared the daylights out of them, and not until the fourth quarter when Oklahoma realized, hey, maybe we should commit to the run because that's worked against UCF for everyone else, did Oklahoma pull away and win. Arrogance on display, but it was very Oklahoma. You see, that's the thing I love about this conference. Some people might look at that as maybe Oklahoma and Texas aren't that good, but maybe every weekend in the Big 12, someone can rise up and get you because everyone's good. Nobody is as bad as, well, a bunch of teams in the Big Ten and a bunch of teams in the ACC. It's kind of shameful that everyone wants to play down the Big 12 when it is a highly entertaining and competitive conference. Oklahoma goes to Kansas this weekend, and all of a sudden a bunch of people in purple are giant Jayhawk fans hoping Jalen Daniels can play against the Sooners. It would be an emphatic win for the KU program, but also would continue to mix up that Big 12 race to the point of utter joy for all of us who love this conference. Texas and K-State in a couple weeks, and meanwhile, in Oklahoma, the Sooners will have to go to Oklahoma State in 2 weeks. It's going to get interesting in the Big 12. Are they really the big boys of the conference, or can they be beaten multiple times?